Welcome, your 2025 San Francisco 49ers.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
First down, Purdy to throw. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. Near the sideline at the 30, still going. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set, first and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third and short, here's Purdy. This one's caught. And he's out of bounds to set up first and goal, but they might not get to keep this. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So they get dinged for the holding. You got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down. Third and long for him here. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And on third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So fourth down's going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. It's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Trevor Etienne to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his third season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Making the call himself. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 43. Play action now. Young. Trumble with the grab. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Another Panthers first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
To the air on first down. Young. That's complete. Sanders has got him outright. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Running back sent in motion left. Third down run by Hubbard. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
20. And the Panthers, first down. First and goal, Carolina.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Hubbard does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
It's second and goal. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So out comes the San Francisco 49ers offense. And in a nod to their fans, the faithful Brock, wearing their alternate black rivalry jerseys this week. A callback, as you know, to the days of Rice, Montana, Young, and company, leading them to those 5 Super Bowl titles. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. First and 10 now from the 46. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. He'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throw by Purdy. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers with a slim 2-point lead early. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. Jukes away from one. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance on the way to a touchdown. Brock, let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Design quarterback run here. Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They send a man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Young. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. We've got the 49ers in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Shotgun snap now to Young. Complete to Tremble. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. One of the tight ends motioning left. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
'49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Here he goes, third and long. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
On third down, Purdy completes it downfield to Pearsall. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They stick with McCaffrey. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now they send their back in motion right. Purdy out of the gun on third down. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Piniero's kick is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. He dodged the tackle, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And the Panthers, 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dump off caught by his back. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Caught down the field, Leggett. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. 35 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Hey, we got to push it up, we got to push it up, we got to push it up.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the pistol, it's Young. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the 49ers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. So Reed, the gift to McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of 3.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That's caught for the first. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Play action now. Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. The 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pressure comes, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Second and 3 now. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
15 yards.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey to touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers bump the lead up to 13 points.
Panthers 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Panthers, taking over late in this first half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
On 2nd and 10, Young has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Walking a tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Young working from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep the deficit at 13.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A run with McCaffrey. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Out of the gun, Young. McMillan on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Young. Dumped off to his running back. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Motion man sent left. On 3rd down, it's Young. He's going to run for it. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Design bootleg here. Short pass brought in. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Young's going to sneak it. Oh, the football's loose. Picked up by the 49ers. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Oh, man, these sneak plays are pretty chaotic in the middle. Everybody piling in, trying to dive in opposite directions. Either by chance or just well-placed aim, somebody knocked that ball free in the pile, and it was half luck they fell on top of it.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. On the move, past the 40. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup, and that gives the 49ers the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Tight end motioning right. Going run again with McCaffrey. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Go right side is caught by Jennings. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Cut by Jennings. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On the gun is Purdy. Has it in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. George Kittle, the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
No, he loves to do this. Kyle Shanahan telling his offense to stay out there, tack on 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Flying forward on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
26.
Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Eddie Pinheiro set
Now
to kick
Pinheiro
off.
on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is ETN. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Young on the play action. That's complete. Sanders has gotten it out right. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Young looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll go, Dowdle. And forget the marker, Brock. He's not even making it back to the line. They're turning this over on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. And I'm looking for that to be called again.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Handoff for Robinson, running right. And he'll get them enough for a first down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Coming to the line for another first and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
On third down, Purdy. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well. So fourth down's going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Young to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And he'll it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
And the Panther first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Here's Young to throw. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. New set of downs for him from the 31. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Purdy. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. 1st and 10.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to it. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They send a tight end in motion. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completed left side there to Jennings. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Pinheiro's kick is good. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Hubbard with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. From the pistol, it's Young. McMillan on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Here's Dowdle again. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Young. Looking over the middle, and it finds Leggett. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the gun, Young. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Shotgun snap now to Young. It is caught left side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Young again. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
3rd down run with Dowdle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. On the ground again with Dowdle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And that's good for a couple of yards. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
It's Young to throw here on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers make it an 18-point game.
42. Panthers 14.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down from the 42. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. Well, partner, we could see they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, hoping to pull the road victory off. We know, though, it can be so tough to win on the road, and there's some dejected faces as they leave this football field.
Never enjoyed these flights home. Going to be a long, silent one as they try to figure out what went wrong, ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin ever, 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 and heading home just gives them all some extra time to think about what went wrong.
Glad I'm not going to be on that flight.